this seems like a weird thing to say, and I don't think it's complimentary in any other aspect of your life, but like, you're a good bleeder. Hey everyone, I'm Veda Scott. Welcome back to Drawing Power. And this time it really is welcome back because it's been a minute since I got to film some episodes due to my own... I've been busy and, you know, the world happens, things happen. But the thing is, the last episode I filmed was with Gabby Forza. Ever heard of her?
I've heard of her. I'm a huge fan.
This is Bear Bronson in the house. So I said, if I'm going to bring Drawing Power back, I got to get you. I said I had to get the set. I had to get the pair of interviews, which you took to believe meant that I was going to interview you and Gabby together. You didn't think that I just want to interview you by
Nobody
yourself.
ever wants just me. She's the draw.
Well, we're going to find out.
She's the drawing power.
Draw in the drawing power.
Yeah.
And we had a wonderful talk about gnomes, and I learned so much. But today, we're going to talk about you.
Okay.
And probably also about Gabby, because like,
of course,
we both
I
love her
can't
very much.
Go.
So, Drawing Power is the show where we attempt to have a normal human conversation to varying degrees of success, but we also do a little bit of coloring. So I'm going to hand you this piece of paper.
I'm so excited.
I've got crayons right here. This is the travel set here.
Perfect.
First question is, how artistically inclined are you?
I used to love drawing when I was little. And then I think just kind of throughout high school, I doodled, but I've never like tried. I love when people do it. I love looking at other people's art.
Like when people make art for you, that's great, right?
I love it.
Okay.
It's so cool when people tag me in it.
But you don't feel like you're a good artist yourself.
I always welcome a challenge.
All
so
right.
We'll find out.
So this is where I get effed over every time, because every time someone's like, oh no, I can't draw. I've never held a crayon in my life. Then they whip up some professional art. Jake something was drawing professional Dragon Ball Z, and like, I can't draw, and that's why I started doing this. So we'll see if you're lying to me.
Okay.
We'll find out.
I used to trace. I used to use tracing paper and then tell people I drew it.
Well, this time you're gonna have to do freehand. And what are we gonna draw? We have to draw bears, I think.
Sure, I can draw a bear.
Any bear of any type. But so in general,
Sure.
we try to like hide the drawings from each other. I know
Yes.
it's hard in tight quarters. And if you're looking around at the ambiance of this area, we're in like a VFW type of situation.
Yeah.
So there's like a dartboard up here. There's a broken cigarette machine, but it is still here. Pool tables, all of that. So that's what we've got this going on in the background. Someday I'll get a real set. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so any colors, any crayons, that's all fair game, but you only get one sheet of paper, so don't fuck it up.
You got it. Cool.
All right, we're drawing bears, and you're Bear Bronson.
All right.
So, get started whenever you feel like it, just freehand, whatever you want to do, and we're going to keep talking the whole time.
So I'll tell you where I will fall short in this interview, but because even though I do love to talk about wrestling a lot, and I love to talk about other stuff, I'm sure, because I love the episode with Gabby, but as everyone finds out when you're talking to her, like the gnome stuff is like super cute and oh my God, that's so interesting. You don't run into people every day that love stuff. But when you talk to her about it, she knows everything.
She does know
everything. Like her gnome lore runs deep. My bear lore, someone tried hitting me with bear facts once and I was like,
Who is hitting you with bear facts? Okay, so first of all, we won't specifically talk about bears, although now my mind is working. I'm like, oh, I kind of want to talk about bears a little bit. I mean, there's so many famous bears out there. Top famous bear for you. That isn't yourself.
Bears.
Berenstain Bears. Okay, so that is a good one. That is a deep cut because I feel like you had to be a child at a certain time, which I don't even know. Like, I don't think we're around the same age. Like, I'm 26 for a very long time. So it's funny that I've even heard of the Berenstain Bears. But no, when I was a kid, Berenstain Bears were very popular.
Okay.
And did you read the books as a kid?
Vaguely. I did. That was just the first thing that popped in my head, but then the second I said that, other things started popping up.
Oh,
like,
what's what we got? We're just riffing.
Like Little Bear.
Little Bear, that's so cute.
I'm thinking of I'm definitely missing.
Would have thought Winnie the Pooh would have come up.
Winnie the Pooh, yeah.
Who is a bear, not a poo?
Right. Paddington.
Oh my
Paddington
God.
Bear.
Have you seen the live action Paddington musical that's on the West End right now? If you haven't, please go look at it. They have like a Paddington it's the real Paddington. He's like out.
That's
He's just
awesome.
out and loose. It's so good. Everyone is tuning out of the show right now. Let's see, what other famous bears are good? Well, my top bear, and I have to say this.
Okay.
And I feel like this is a relatable thing. I've talked oftentimes, particularly on this program, about how the Muppet Show is just professional wrestling. Fozzie Bear.
Yeah.
Fozzie
oh
Bear.
yeah, for sure. Gab. Oh my God, about the Muppets.
Think about this though,
my goodness.
Fozzie Bear. He is a loyal friend. He's fun to have around. He's Kermit's bestie. He is not a good comedian. But Kermit, who runs the show, does always make sure that Fozzie has a spot. And that's why it's like pro wrestling to me.
Right.
It's true.
Got a good point there.
This is looking like a mouse. What I wanted to talk to you about today, though, and sometimes we don't really talk about wrestling so much on the shows, but I do want to talk about you and deathmatch wrestling.
Okay.
Because for the uninformed, get smartened up. Bear Bronson hit the deathmatch scene like sub 1 year ago. It was what, June? Something like that?
It was June 9th.
I called that match. He was
You did, and it's still, to this day, my favorite commentary I've ever had in my career.
That makes you very happy. So you had this match, and then people were like, "Oh, I guess you like getting bloody." Is that true? Do you like getting bloody?
So I did. I really did. Anytime I got the chance to in matches, just like head blood,
right,
or like thumbtacks and stuff, like normal hardcore stuff. I would always love it because I am somebody who I grew up loving hardcore wrestling, like Cactus Jack and Terry Funk, and then as I got older, me and my dad would go to CZW shows all the time.
Yes.
And I grew a fondness for kind of how performers would push that bar and include more violent stuff or maybe bigger falls and all that stuff. So I've always been a fan of deathmatch wrestling, and truth be told, coming out of AEW, it was just something I knew I needed to try for like the fan in me.
Right.
And it's so funny too, because after that match with Slade, I had people hit me up like, "You're not going to do this all the time, right?" Like, whatever. And I was like, "No, like, only like, I'm going to be very particular. And then,
hold on, we have Charles Mason being loud as possible in the background here. He's being so loud they didn't even notice.
Yeah, with a very loud jacket.
Just being so loud, just being so freaking loud. Anyway, back to deathmatch wrestling and the interview I'm conducting. I'll get to you at some point, Charles Mason. But yeah, so you thought maybe this is going to be, a momentary jaunt.
I think it's the
biggest
lie I've ever told in my life, because I'm not a liar. I'm a very honest person. But I have a big lie that I told this year was, it's going to be few and far between, when they mean something. And I just loved it so much. I couldn't stop saying no to them.
Can I say something that's a little bit breaking kayfabe, but we do that on this show?
Sure.
So when you say like, I want to do like when it means something, and that's something you hear a lot, is that like, it's garbage wrestling, except like it's got to have a reason, it's got to mean something. The thing is, when Bear does death matches, and I'll get this is a long way around. This is something that actually Speedball and I were talking about the other day. Why your death match performances are so good.
Oh, thank you.
In my opinion, and he agrees with me. Of course he does. Well, what we were saying is because you have a very strong background, with professional wrestling, also like television, quote unquote, style wrestling, camera angles, that sort of thing.
Right.
That is inevitably a factor in your matches. Like it always is. And you can tell just by like, you always know where the camera is. Like you're always, things are kind of, what the? Charles Mason is crawling on the floor.
Like,
hold on.
I'm a sneaky little snake.
Come here. What are you doing?
Trying to get on there.
Oh yeah.
Look at the camera and apologize. If they can only see your.
That's all I want them to see. It's
Okay.
Just the torso.
All right. Well, that's Charles
That's all they
Mason
wanna see.
trying to ruin my interview. Anyway, it's crawling on the floor.
Slithery.
Slithering. But yeah, I think the fact that you have you bring the theatricality of maybe non-deathmatch wrestling to the deathmatch sphere, and I feel like even if people aren't quite 100% sure like why it works so well, it works so well.
Thank you.
Like it really does. And I think that like you've figured out a way to like hold on, we have a better guest star here.
This is great.
not
This is
a better guest
This
star.
is Effie.
I'm
and
coming to look. I'm sneaky peeking.
Yeah, you're
Don't
sneaky
show your
peeking.
so much
picture.
sneaking. Oh,
Don't show
so
your
much
picture.
sneaking.
I keep.
And I think we only have like Effie's like chest in here, but that's fine. It's a
It's
mighty
fine, right?
chest.
There we go. There we go.
Effie, I have to get you on the show
I
sometime,
know.
but
I
you're
would
usually
love
busy.
to. You know what I've done recently? I was recently doing my portraits of the Muppets, and I had to redo Miss Piggy 3 times because she looked rough, and I could not disrespect Miss Piggy like that.
We've been talking Muppets a little bit here.
We were.
Do they know? This is giving me flashbacks. What you guys are drawing. This is like, I was attacked by one of these.
Well, they know it's a bear. We do.
They do
We're
know,
both
yeah.
drawing bears.
I was attacked by this specific bear that I saw. Oh, because you're a bear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, you
Yes.
keep going. You keep going.
I'll keep going. Yeah. Okay.
Off the rails. But yeah, I think that you have figured out a way to make every one of these matches really just feel big and important. Not that they're not big and important anyway, but sometimes, in the scope of professional wrestling, where there's 100 shows a week and everything's streaming and you can just watch everything all the time, it's easy to have matches, even though they're incredible, just like kind of be forgotten. And that's just like the way of things. I don't know. I feel like you've really figured out, you've really cracked this a little bit.
Thank you. Well, so if I had to like kind of weigh in on that, I think it's because anytime I think about my deathmatch fandom, I have a hard time when people are like, what are your favorite death matches of all time?
Right.
And I have a hard time answering that, but I have no problem answering what are your favorite deathmatch moments of all time.
Right.
So
Okay,
I
that
kinda
makes
just
sense.
like, I never go into matches being like, I want this to be the best. I don't think that's really possible. I think it's any time I have a match, even if it's traditional, honestly, I know my strengths and my weaknesses with everything. And I think it's always the mission is when people leave this show, what moment do I want them
Hell
thinking
yeah.
about? And I think one, it kind of ties everything together mostly as far as like what job we're doing really. It's making moments and making memories. And 2, I think it's just even for just longevity wise, because I mean, if you're in deathmatch wrestling and your mission is to always have the best, most violent match of all time, you're probably not going to make it far. Like
Fair.
physically, I mean, health wise. So I think it's just more so. And granted, I did go hard in that one with Slade, because it was my first introduction, and you only get one chance at a first impression.
And there was like a lot of pressure on you for that one, for sure.
There was a lot, yeah.
On every level, like, you're trying something new, you're off TV, there's not within
Right.
the deathmatch actual wrestler community, because the deathmatch wrestlers actually are kind of the coolest people
That you'll
pretty
ever
much.
meet. Oh, it's the greatest.
But sometimes there's like a little bit of protectiveness, I think, amongst maybe fans a little bit.
Sure.
But just in general, like, I think there was a lot of pressure going in, and you handled it admirably. But there is one other reason that I think your death matches are so good, and this is the other thing that Speedball and I were saying, and they agreed with me on this one, is this seems like a weird thing to say, and I don't think it's complimentary in any other aspect of your life, but like, you're a good bleeder. Like, you bleed real
I
good.
get told that all the time.
Your back in particular gets all cut up and it bleeds really, really well. It's a great visual. Did you know that before you got into deathmatch wrestling? Like,
No, and I didn't even know it until watching the Slade match back. Because I did hear everyone's reactions to it, but I can't see my back.
Right.
Until,
Fair.
I was getting hit with stuff in that match, and I just kept hearing everyone's reactions, but I didn't know really how graphic and how really dark red. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
It was running, and people ask me like, "What do you do? What do you do? Take like aspirin or anything?" I'm like, "No, I'm very well hydrated."
That could be it. You
That
just
could
have
be
like
it, could be
blood
it.
vessels closer to the skin than most. I don't know. But yeah, I do think that it is honestly a factor.
Yeah, it's I guess it's something you learn when you try it, and I guess this is just kind of doubling down on the weirdness. It's a gift, I guess.
Truly though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I think it's
Speaking
super
of gifts,
fun. I'm almost there.
art is not mine, honestly. There's a lot happening here. I've tried to make it better. I went with the scary bear kind of situation. Let's see. What other famous bear? Gentle Ben was a bear.
I'm absolutely missing some. I'm definitely missing some famous bears.
Smokey the bear.
Yeah.
Smokey the bear. I've said this in the past, probably too often, but why did they draw Smokey the bear hot? I feel the same way about many other cartoon characters, which probably feels in a lot about me, maybe. But like Smokey the Bear, if you see Smokey the Bear, the statues that they have out, or like he's on a billboard or something, like he's jacked as fuck. I get it that he's out in the forest, but like, I don't know, Yogi Bear?
Right.
He's not hot. He's got like a loose necktie on. I don't know. I don't know why they chose to make Smokey the Bear jacked, but I'm sure it's a good thing for somebody somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yogi Bear, Smokey the Bear, Bear in the Big Blue House. I feel like we're probably forgetting like a major
absolutely,
bear.
Yeah.
The general, the teddy bear. What other famous bears are there?
Yeah,
I'm certainly we're forgetting like the biggest one, and there's going to be comments.
The problem is I'm so dialed in on this drawing right now.
So that's the other thing is it's good and bad. It's sometimes hard to talk while you're focusing on drawing, but also sometimes it makes the conversation easier because you don't have to make eye contact with the person. And sometimes for some of us, that can be difficult for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I added some like accessories and background things, but it's not really. Let me just.
Just gonna add some
colors are not good either.
I have great colors. I'm not good at like shading.
Shading?
So like I'm not shading, like filling in, coloring in, and I'm just withering these down to the bone.
I had a crayon sharpener at one point.
That's my problem. I have to get better at.
The crayon budget needs to grow maybe a little bit. All right, I think I might be done.
You just do the good.
Famous bears. There's got to be more.
Cool. Wait.
Can I just keep going back to Fozzie Bear? Good bear.
Yeah.
Yogi Bear, Berenstain Bears. I was a big Berenstain Bears fan, of course.
I'm definitely...
Care Bears.
Yeah, there you go.
They were more like bear-shaped. I don't like... Again, they were bear-shaped. They had like the round ears and things, and they were called Care Bears, but they like lived in the clouds.
Right.
Well, most of them lived in the clouds. Others lived other places. But you know,
This is my favorite bear I've ever drawn. I'm like the worst guest right now until...
You're locked in.
I am finished with this.
Locked in.
I'm just outlining.
Care Bears. Winnie the Pooh, again, might be the number one, like, might be the most famous bear.
Gotta be, yeah.
Right now. But like, he's a stuffed bear, based on a stuffed bear. But I got some Winnie aspects to my thing here. All right, so are you done?
I am done.
All right. I always show mine first. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I tried to make him scary. So he's like yelling, and then like it kind of looks like a mouse. The ears are really round. And then I was like, what is he yelling about? Oh, it went in a beehive. He's getting honey. So then there's honey dripping from his hands, but it doesn't really look like honey. This is a mess. Then I lost the brown crayon I was using for his head, so his body is a different color.
He is honey crazed.
He's going fucking nuts. What is happening down here with this? I don't know. Anyway, as far as bears goes, this is one of them.
We have very similar bears.
Really? That happens sometimes.
Do I show mine now?
Yes, you show yours.
Ready? Hold it. Yeah, because...
Okay. Oh my God!
Yeah, very similar. And mine, instead of honey, bears love cookies. So
Teddy Grahams. That's the
Teddy Grahams. There you go.
The peanut butter jars that are shaped like bears. That's in Canada, though. I think it's more of a Canadian thing. I swear it's a thing. Honey jars that are shaped like bears. Okay. Yes, bears love sweets. Okay, so hold on.
Can confirm.
Look at what we've got going on here. Your ears are way more correct for a bear. It's got a nice, it's got a little shape going on here, like a the foot, is he...
Oh, they're claws.
Oh, claws. Okay,
They're claws. They're very pointy.
Okay, I see. Yes.
Very, very pointy.
Yes. And he's got like you've got some texture going on here, like extra hairs.
Just extra hairs.
And then the chocolate chip cookies, yours is really good.
So I've had experience with drawing
The bear
the
shape?
bears of heads, because anytime I write birthday cards, holiday cards, I include maybe one or a few.
So
just
it's like
bear
the little
heads
bear
everywhere.
shape. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, or anniversary cards, anything like that. I include just kind of bear heads everywhere. So I've had a lot of practice with that. And the body, I just gave it a shot, and that's usually that. To me, that's just this that part's important.
That's like the belly, right?
The belly,
yeah.
yeah,
So I didn't put the here. Let me just give him a little.
Perfect.
There we go. Look at they could be.
Every bear is a belly.
They could be brothers.
Mine pops out during the death matches sometimes, and that's okay.
Again, perhaps another failure on my part, but I think yours is really good. Again, you clearly have practiced hand at drawing the bear heads. I think
The bear heads, yes. This very that part, yes. And then cookies, I just kind of close my eyes and I love cookies.
Mine
a
does
lot.
look more like a mouse.
So-
You know the book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie?
Yeah.
You know that one? That was my
Yeah.
brother's favorite book when he was a kid. We read it to him a lot. So maybe these like go together.
Yeah, no, like I said, very,
If you give a bear mouse a cookie.
yeah.
Bear
Perfect.
Bronson, where can we've been talking about seeing your matches and everything. Where can we find you on like social media?
So on social media, you can find me on Instagram, it's Bear Bronson _ On X, you can find me at Bear Bronson BC, and on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Get
and
t-shirts with bears on them.
Yes,
I would assume.
plenty.
All right. And I'm Veda Scott. You know where to find me. We drew bears today. Hooray. Now I want a cookie real bad. Thanks, y'all. It's been Drawing Power.
Thank you.